What's good, community? So this video is going to be really short, brief, less than 10 minutes. I just wanted to talk about the comments that I received. Well, one particular comment from one of the people on that video that I made about TikTokers, well, content creators, but it was TikTokers specifically, getting fired from creating content at work. And there was a comment from someone named Tracy. I call her Trigger Tracy because it really triggered her. It really made her mad, y'all. She was talking real heavy, real negatively. I don't know if it was to the person in the video, because that's what the video was about. It wasn't about me, but it was about the two people in the video. But it was one particular female in the video on TikTok saying that got fired for making a video on TikTok. She said that she had not taking her breaks at work. She made a lot of sacrifices pretty much for her job, and she was just touching on those points. Trigger Tracy got so upset, y'all. She hating on this woman, saying all kind of negative things, speaking evil on this woman, calling her dumb for not taking her breaks on her. That's her fault. Just a whole bunch of negativity. But that is the point, because I was going to make a video about how your hating is helping me. I really think it's important to mention people don't realize when they're hating on you, they really are helping you. When you're saying negative things, whether it's in the comments or somewhere else, video is getting pushed to other people to see it, because you're boosting their video and their content through the algorithm, because you're making comments and whether they're negative or not. What's wrong? Oh, that thing? Yeah, I asked Will. Could you ask William, because he's right there at the desk, because I don't know what that thing is. He knows. Okay. Whether it's negative or not, you're helping the people, because you're pushing their content out, because the algorithm thinks that, people are commenting, whether it's bad or good. Commenting helps other people's video. Let me bring this down. And people do not realize that. I don't know how to position this no good way. I'm trying to get my little birds in the video because they're cute. This cute aesthetic. William, could you get that pillow she's talking about? I don't know what. Somebody will ask about a pillow. I don't know nothing about this pillow. But you helping the people, because you pushing their content out by making comments. So while you're being negative and you're talking about how dumb somebody is, you're the dummy. Because if you don't he's getting to his hat. What's going on, community? So I have, 10 minutes before the shift is over, but I wanted to get this video in real quick. Hold on. See if I can adjust my head. Okay. Okay, so there was 4 negative comments about how people be creating content at work. The food's here? The dinner's here?
No, it's not here. They're getting ready to serve in the dining room.
Oh, okay.
One of us has to go down.
Oh, that's amazing. Why she say it like that? I thought she was waiting for y'all.
She's just waiting on one of us to come down and help, because one from Utah has to go.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
Okay. Well, I'm done with everybody. I'm going to make this video. Excuse me.
The boss walks in.
I be quiet. But when he leave, I be talking again.
That's what I'm saying. If it's oh my god. That's what I'm saying. If it's... Oh!
Notice how I tried to duck on up out of there? That was me. I thought that was one of the managers up in there. I don't work for y'all, but I still ain't trying to get fired for creating content on the job. Like these TikTokers, you know what I'm saying? I made a whole video about it. Make sure y'all check it out. It's on the channel. This is the Work With Me vlog. I just finished passing meds. Been busy, but I got everything done before I go on my break. Got an hour left. Let me see. Yep. Hour and 9 minutes left before my shift ends, and I have to give report and count the narcotics with the nurse. Then I have to finish setting off my tour. So I just want to show y'all my nails. Change the color. I got them done today. My nails and my feet is cute. It's a pretty green. I had like a really cute bright color green, like a summer green at first. Now I switched it to the darker green color. This is like a Super Bounce number 798. No trip if you want to get this color. Alright, so while I sign off these cards, I'm going to do a quick just touch base with y'all about how I be talking about how you need to have multiple streams of revenue and multiple streams of income. I watched a video where they had these TikTokers talking about how they got fired from their job from creating content online while they were either at work or either in their uniform. Now, I do get that companies have social media policies that if you sign them, whatever they are, that you have to abide by those or follow them, or they have a right to fire you. Besides, at will employment states, which is almost every state, they have the right to fire you for pretty much anything unless they violate your rights related to FMLA or EEOC. You know, you want to look into that, but in any event, you don't want to be at the mercy of these officers relying on one income to fucking situations like that. You're trying to be a content creator, trying to multitask and get your content while you're working. Next thing you know, you're fired. They call you into the office and they're firing you. And I will insert a clip, y'all, from two TikTokers that were fired from their job.
Not y'all done fired me over TikTok. I didn't wear my badge at work. I didn't tell what agency I worked for. So I know nobody on TikTok did the shit at all because I also worked through another company to work for where I was. So I know it wasn't y'all. So that mean one of you bald-headed bitches at the agency that I worked for saw my motherfucking video and went and told somebody. And it could have been the supervisor. And all you had to do was say something to me. But you didn't do that, did you? You told all the other managers, all the shit I done did for y'all. All the days I ain't never take no lunch break for y'all. When my supervisor died, y'all treated me like management. All them girls that done cussed me out. You can't get no help as is. So y'all finna really be looking stupid and crazy. And I'm not even mad. I'm finna go gather my shit and thank God y'all ain't worrying me no more, bitches.
So here's the next one, y'all.
I just got fired from my job because a coworker told the owner that I was making a TikTok. Mind you, this is like the second time I ever worked with this dude, right? So last Friday, we was at a client's house. You know, we bringing stuff in out the truck. We had contractors there. They had to cut out some brick and some tile before we can even get started on the install. So after we finished bringing all the stuff in, we just sitting around because we got to wait for them to finish. So I went to the van, about to start making a TikTok. I pulled my phone out, hit the record button. He hit the corner. I'm like, hey, bro, you messing on my TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Joking and shit. And he was like, bro, you making a TikTok? I was like, yeah, I'm finna knock one out real quick. He was like, bro, this is your full-time job. Like, well, you should be making TikToks. I'm like, bro, we not doing nothing. And I make money off here. So this is like a part-time job. I'm like, it take 2 minutes. He was like, I'm all right. After that conversation, I was like, okay, I know what type of dude this is. He pissed off. You know what I'm saying? And you can see it. He trying to play it off, but he making remarks like, you know, next week, you know, Rand will be out here. Oh, Rand the shades expert now. Knowing damn well he finna go to the owner and tell him to fire my ass. Because apparently I'm like the 8th person this dude that got fired. Like, he don't even work out here. He work out in Florida, but he was only back in Louisiana for a week to help with some shit off for the holidays or whatever. The owner was like, hey, man, we need to talk. I've been hearing like you've been on your phone all day, you make TikToks all day, work not getting done, so we just gonna go ahead and part ways. I was like, bro, I don't be on my phone all day. I was like, if I make a TikTok, I make a TikTok in downtime. He was like, well, we usually don't have downtime. I said, we got plenty of downtime. I was like, but you know what, man, it is what it is. I just wanted to clarify that shit. I don't want you just going off of what he told you. And also, somebody else fell through the roof that same day. They also got fired too.
This why we gotta have multiple revenue streams, y'all. I just put commentary on it, but I don't know. It's like a twofold situation because yes, the company has rules and you need to follow rules, but at the same time, you don't want to feel like a prisoner. You want to feel free to.
Girl, get it out. Get it out. Okay, what you trying to say?
Do as you please in a respectful way while you're still following rules, but still being able to. If you a content creator, you want to blog or work blog, how you gonna work blog if you're at work? So in my situation, because I'm a 1099 contractor and I have my time in social media policies and I don't work for anyone, work for myself, I really feel like I'm going to create this content now. What I will do is I will respect privacy rights of my residents and patients. I will not be showing any patients and anybody's family members. Like if you hear voices talking in the background, you don't know who they are, but I literally, I'm trying to be mindful while I'm in my content journey to respect other people's privacy. Everybody don't want to be filmed. It's like content creators that go running up with a camera in people's face. Ask these people permission first, because people have rights. Everybody don't want to do what you want to do or be a part of what you're doing. But when it's you and you're at work, if you're just recording your thoughts, or if you're in the bathroom, if you're in the unit, or whatever it is that you're doing work, and you're not showing any company proprietary information or that can get out to their competitors or that may hurt them or cost them money, or you're not violating any rights or any rules or any policy violations that affect the business and operations of that company, then you should not be held liable to be fired for just creating the content and uploading the video. So, in some of the situations, people like your manager or co-worker or somebody that be following you on your social media accounts, on your TikTok, YouTube, whatever, and they report you because people be knocking people out because they haters. And a lot of people will see you doing something and maybe they're inspired to do it, they want to do it themselves, and because they haven't jumped out there, they'll try to hate on what you're trying to do because you're willing to put yourself out there. So a lot of that does stem from self-hatred or jealousy. So that in situations like that, that's not fair. Don't be hating on your coworkers. Let these people do them instead of reporting them. But a lot of times people will report you when you're trying to do something related to bettering yourself or being consistent. Maybe you have set up content strategy for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, like following a dialysis schedule or something, and you will work on those days, and you may have a specific time, because some content creators like to upload at specific times. Me, I get it in where I fit it in, but sometimes there are people who will try to do it at a certain time. So if they try to do it at a certain time on a certain day, and they maybe also have to be on this clock or a schedule at work, there, of course, they're gonna upload videos during that time if it's something that they didn't pre-record. But a lot of times, people do get in situations where they are either just on the fly creating something and they didn't really think it through, or maybe they did think it through. Maybe they were aware of their facility or company's organization policies on creating content while they're on the clock or in uniform, and they just was either forget it, they don't care, or they weren't aware of the severity of it, that it would cost them their job. So in situations like that, I do urge you to have more streams of income. Don't just rely on your job, because in those situations, case in point, 2 creators were fired because it's the only source of income. And I know it's because I can relate, not as far as being let go from a company because I was creating content, but being in a situation where I was on FMLA from a company let me go. And yes, I sued them. And they say don't talk about what they never talk about. I sued them and won. I'm just not going to say their name. But yeah, in any event, it took 2 years for them to settle, but I don't care because it wasn't about the money, it's about the principle. Don't play with me. Play with your mama, not with me. Not this mama. In any event, so I knew what that was because that I want to tell you, I was putting in hours. I didn't have time to have no other job. I hadn't started a business. I was relying on that one income. So it put me in a situation where here it is, I'm supposed to be taking care of my single mom, supposed to be taking care of my daughter, paying for my insurance because I just had surgery, had a myomectomy. That's when you have fibroid tumors and you have them removed. So I wasn't in a situation where the place financially to be able to, sustain that. Like it was, even though I had savings, I had a good amount. I had, well, I would say about did I have the 6 months? I had about $25,000 saved up. I just took my daughter on our Sweet 16 for her birthday. We went on a cruise, Carnival cruise to the Bahamas. It was really nice, right before the surgery. So I had, got a lot of things out of the way that the major expenses were. And the reason I make that point is because that was something that cost a lot of money. I didn't have to spend a lot of money or anything after that. So I did, have that savings and I was able to live off of. I also was getting short-term disability, even though they fought that. I had to fight that and won that. Like I got unemployment, they fought that, I won that. There's a theme here. The common theme seems to be people blaming me, I fight back, and I'm a winner. Or a survivor, because I don't always win. But you can't, you win some, you lose some. But it's not an error if you took a lesson from it. What's the lesson? The biggest lesson for me was never be reliant on withdrawal income. Like I was saying, I was in that building working all the doubles. It was a long-term care environment. I had gotten my godsister job there. I got my mama job there. I pretty much gave them my blood, sweat, and tears. And they gave me a split kick in the teeth while I was on the surgery bed. They left me a voicemail, fired me, talking about how we did no call, no show, 2 days in a row, no boo-boo. Y'all approved your FMLA. If you don't remember where I'm at, I'm having my surgery. I've been off. But it's okay though, because I promise you, by the grace of God, so much came out of that. I learned so many lessons. It inspired me to start a business. I was so motivated. Now, I didn't start it initially right away, but it inspired me to start it. It also inspired me to create multiple streams of income. If I got involved in stocks, I got into so many things that I'm still learning about and trying and implementing, but it had really taught me a big lesson that I always tell other people. Do not just be relying on one source of income, because if you do, especially if it's a job, when they cut your water off, and they can and they will, and most times they will, whether you laid off for any reason that's not related to social media, they could fire you. Your manager cannot like you or start not liking you. That's another story for another day. Say like that for whatever reason, and they can find a lie on you. The devil is alive. The devil is alive. They be lying and hating. People who have power over your livelihood abuse that power, just like the last time police abuse that power. People who are in a position of power, what do? Most of the people abuse it. So don't find yourself in that situation where you're relying on one source of income to get your water shut off, and now you're out here on TikTok begging. And I don't say that like you to make a joke, because I be making content about TikTok begging because I found out about that was even a thing. TikTok begging sound funny to me, but I'm gonna be creating content about that too. But I just want to not ever be in that situation, because it was scary, especially if you are a single parent, you got a child or children looking at you. You know what I'm saying? You're taking care of your parents, or you're just taking care of yourself. You don't want to be in that situation. And like I said, it's very scary, even if you have money saved up 3 to 6 months, because baby, 3 to 6 months go so fast. And I didn't have really expensive, I didn't have a lot of expenses at the time. I had what card did I was driving at that time? Oh, I had a cash card I paid for. I had the transmission went out. The transmission had been going out for 3 years on that car. But it finally went out, and it started going off. I bought it, so I drove to the dealership, not even an hour down the road. It was I was in the dealership. They kept me in there. It was what they was doing. They kept me in there all day. Oh my God, I want to stay on track. I got to tell you the story. They kept me in there all day. I'm like, oh, I'm being responsible. I'm buying a cash card, first of all. Can we talk about lemon laws? Can y'all respect those? Sold me a lemon. I drove to the gas station, right after the dealership closed, maybe 5 miles down from the dealership. It starts pulling and dragging. I immediately was like, oh man, this transmission's down. It's kind of, when I test drove it, it didn't do that. But go figure. They said, oh, you know, it's sold as is, blah, blah, blah. When I'm talking to them the next day when they open, but whatever. I was still able to tug along in that little slow transmission dying car for several years. But in any event, I had a car that I owned at the time. The transmission wound up going completely out on that car maybe a year later, but I had already bought like a used, it was a nice car too, a used Mercedes-Benz. It was 2014 CLA. I was living my best life in that little car. But in any event, I just want to say, that car wound up being repo, y'all. I want to tell y'all about that. Yes, as a nurse, the nurse can't afford to pay her bills. So you will lose your little car. But that's my point. Don't find you'll lose your house, so you'll be on the street, you evicted up and do all that. Most of the times, you do not want to be at the mercy of anybody. You don't want to be at the mercy of a man or a woman. You don't want to have like just one person paying all the bills and you don't have a source of income yourself or a way to make money, because that's another story for another day, but that's still a form of, because you're relying on one person's income. You being at the mercy of somebody else, you need to make sure that you have multiple streams of revenue. And when people say that, please don't feel intimidated by that, because multiple could be two. It could be two. But I suggest 2 or 3. Closer to the 3, because it's scary out here, y'all. It's hard out here. A lot of people in the economy. Okay, so okay, I've been looking for her. So she's the last person I got to get medicine to. So she's back in her room. You know what? I gave this to her. Never mind. I gave this to her when she was down there. So she just needs a dressing. That's it.
Yeah, she just needs her leg wrapped.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Thank you. I forgot I gave y'all medicine just a minute ago. Just so you know I'm tired. So let me go do this wound care, and I'm gonna talk to you later. All right, bye.
I'm ashy. I can't even afford a lotion. I can't even get my content done. I gotta work. You see what I'm saying? It's real toxic in healthcare. You can't even create content at work because you gotta get pulled to the side and stop and distracting by your coworker to do more work. I mean, like, come on, man. It's too much. Let a sister create her content. I ain't done all the things I can do. Just do me. Okay. I mean, well, let's see what this next content creator got to say about it.
You know, I don't know if this is happening to you guys, but I've been seeing an influx of people on TikTok losing their jobs over what they post. Anywhere from teachers, nurses, customer service reps, delivery drivers, you name it. And as soon as I see these videos, as soon as I see them, I can spot the ones that are going to result in a firing or termination. It's so obvious. And some of them don't even have like their job's name or their badge. It's just the content itself and the way that it's represented. If they're talking about work or anything to do with work whatsoever, a coworker, you can tell that person's going to get fired, and there's going to be a follow-up video. Well, y'all got fired. If you need your job, now if you don't need your job, you can just keep on scrolling. This video is not for you. But if your job is your livelihood, it's paying your bills, it's keeping you afloat, and you need the job in this economy and the way that people are not hiring right now, I would just say keep posting. I encourage you to keep posting, but keep work out of it. Keep work out of it. Don't ever put your livelihood in the hands of a post or a like or a view or a follower, okay? Because at the end of the day, those people are not going to come and pay your rent next month. So keep that intact. Keep posting. That's your little side gig, but no, y'all need to, like, you know, come on now. Come on, we got to use some judgment. That's coming from a place of love. Love y'all. Bye.
They fire you for anything, for any reason, at any given time. You might as well create the content, you know, take your chances. Be great and motivate. Create that content, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Let's see what this creator got to say about it.
Yeah, they gonna fire you if they paying you to be on the clock and you sitting over there making TikToks. Let's talk about it. Each and every day I see somebody get on this app and say, oh my God, I can't believe I lost my job for just making a TikTok. Excuse me, you can't believe it. What? In full on smocks and your patient over there falling out the bed and you over here doing 1-2 step and you wonder why they call you to HR. Please make it make sense. Yes, they gonna fire you because that's probably your 3rd, 4th, or even 5th time of them telling you stop making TikToks while you on the clock. For some strange reason, y'all think the comment sections override reality and that your boss is gonna fire you. They gonna fire your ass. And not only that, you have made your job your content. So your entire brand is included with your job. Because you're using your job as content. And not only are you making TikToks while you're at work, you also talking about your boss on video. How much you don't like your boss and your coworker and the people around you. And you wondering why they let you go. Expeditious. Oh, it's freedom of speech. Yep. Freedom to carry your ass on out that door too. Because at some point you got to realize there's a thin line between social media and real life. And some people stay on social media so much that they forget that it's real life happening. Really, they do. And then the first thing you do after you get fired from your job is turn on your phone and upload a whole video to the same app that just got you fired from your job.
Okay, guys, so I helped the patient, did my wound care, finished shining my tar. Now it's 9:20, shift ends at 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna take my break, and then by the time I'm done my break, I come and get a report, count the narcs, and go home. Cool. And don't forget, y'all, if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please subscribe. $1 Billion Baby Mama TV. Be great and motivate. Y'all love the nails. I love it too. Be well.